We told you what was going to happen, and it did. Now we're telling you what's coming. What's coming. And not video. Not video.
Quarantine facility that you announced that will be built, I think, in the middle of next year. Do you still need that?
I think regional quarantine facilities are going to be needed into the future. We can't predict what's going to happen, but there may be a country that's declared a red spot or a no-go zone area. We may need to bring back people from those different countries, and they'll need to be chartered in. It's no different to what we saw, what we have seen during this pandemic. We'll also need it for unvaccinated people.
Movement between areas is also strictly controlled.
When they go in, they actually do a photograph of themselves prior to entry. That's recorded so the entire site can see A, who's entered, and B, what they were wearing.
Good morning. We are bringing to you today's most important news from around the world. Despite all the extraordinary efforts, the government and health system workers are still struggling to bend the curve of growing cases caused by the latest variant of the virus. 5 more people died today, and 30 million tested positively. Citizens are now required to wear masks when they step out to the balconies of their isolation facilities, and take them off only when they are back to the safety of their rooms. Stay compliant. Stay isolated. Stay safe. And now, on to other news. As the whole planet went on the righteous crusade against climate change and global warming, we are excited to spread the word about another successful project. As science tells us, during the night, plants release CO2 into the atmosphere. CO2 is a powerful greenhouse gas that dramatically contributes to global warming. But don't worry. Almost 100,000 square miles of South American rainforest has been cleared, and this area is used to construct one of the largest solar panel fields in the world that will provide us with a tremendous amount of clean energy. We will keep fighting the deadly forests and defeat climate change. That is all for today. Stay tuned for tomorrow's news.
Bruce Kowalski, your weekly food ration has arrived.
So what's the go?
So this I'm going to give you a warning, yes? An official warning that you have to stand above and obey the rules while you get, yes? And that's, we have to go the rules again. I don't care.
So am I allowed to go to the laundry?
You're allowed to go to the laundry, but you've got to wear a mask, yeah?
Yeah, right.
Mask up your nose.
服务政策，不准在小区内扎堆聊天，戴好口罩。
The Godfather movie is banned from our database for misrepresentation and stereotypization of the Italian community. Pulp Fiction movie is banned from our database for excessive violence and racist content. The movie 1984 never existed.
Stay compliant. Stay isolated. Stay safe.
A Melbourne council's imposing a meat ban on Monday.
And now, on to other news. Say goodbye to cows and beef. As you might know, cows and livestock agriculture in general is a source of methane, a powerful greenhouse gas. Cows fart, and the temperature on Earth rises 1 degree with each cow fart, contributing to global warming.
The first city in the United Kingdom to ban meat.
This is why the authorities started a cow extermination program, and today the last herd of cows has been dealt with. The Earth has officially become a cow-free planet, and climate change is finally under control. You might get concerned, where would we obtain our proteins from? Chicken and pork are not commonly accessible products, and beef is gone now. Do not worry. Hundreds of alternative protein manufacturing facilities have been constructed on each continent. They process thousands of tons of protein-rich food. This alternative food contains way more protein than beef. It is cheap to cultivate and it doesn't contribute to global warming. Kudos to science and green agenda.
Edible insects to help families afford protein.
Insects are emerging as a sustainable source of protein, requiring much less land or resources needed to produce, for example, meat.
Your monthly universal basic income has been deposited into your account. For more information, press details. You have been paid 2,000 central bank digital tokens. The following fees are being deducted: accommodation fee, food ration fee, recycling fee, clean energy fee, personal greenhouse gas emissions fee, climate change fee, diversity fee. Your current remaining balance is 5 central bank digital tokens, and if not spent, it will expire in 7 days.
What if you were paid an income each month without having to lift a finger? That's a proposal for a universal basic income trial that could take place in some parts of England to find out what impact the money has on people's lives.
Attention. Important announcement.
Dear residents of the quarantine facility number 89. Great news. Here at Nova Gene Labs, we grant you a chance to participate in the trials of our new drug, which has been developed by our research team. This drug is absolutely safe and will bring the end to the deadly virus we are all fighting together for the last several years. Those of you who chose to participate will get a significant social credit score boost. As the result, you will be relocated to a superior isolation facility, receive a higher universal basic income, and become eligible for an improved food ration. Should you choose to participate in the Nova Gene Labs clinical trials program, our specialist will visit you within the next few hours, make an injection, and will be daily monitoring your condition online. Your participation is very important to us and the rest of the world. Make a difference. Follow the science and make the right choice. Nova Gene Labs is not responsible for any side effects, injuries, or death followed after the injection. Sorry to hear that.
Pfizer, helping you get back to being disgusting.
For all staff in the international section of the Howard Springs Quarantine Centre, where repatriated Australians are being held.
Every single day.
Have the virus. To make sure staff don't carry it out of the centre, home, their biggest personal fear.
A new virus that emerged in Asia a couple of months ago keeps spreading all over the world. Some countries are imposing lockdowns and stay-home orders to protect their populations from this highly contagious disease. In our country, 3 persons in their 90s died of the virus in long-term care facilities.
One of the issues early on in the coronavirus pandemic was a shortage of many products in stores like toilet paper.
The virus keeps spreading in our country. Almost 500 new cases have been registered last week. As of today, the whole country is going into a complete lockdown. The health authorities are imposing a strict stay-at-home order. While these measures are tough, they are temporary. We need only 2 weeks to bend the curve.
15 days to stop the spread initiative.
Stay-at-home orders in an effort to keep people safe during this pandemic.
So there are exactly 100 new COVID-19 cases to report in the community today.
The pandemic represents a rare but narrow window of opportunity to reflect, reimagine, and reset our world.
At this pivotal moment, I see several priorities for the global agenda.
Despite strict lockdowns being in place, the virus cases keep growing exponentially. The government is considering the option of proclaiming a state of emergency in some areas and relocating citizens to safe and isolated quarantine facilities.
As you know, last night we took urgent action to escalate our response in these communities, immediately implementing a hard lockdown. That means residents of Binjari and Rockall no longer have the 5 reasons to leave their home.
Attention all citizens. Your district is contaminated and you will be evacuated immediately. Please take only necessary personal belongings and step outside of your homes. You will be transported to a safe, isolated location.
It's highly likely that more residents will be transferred to Howard Springs today, either as positive cases or close contacts. We've already identified 38 close contacts in Binjari, and that number will go up. Those 38 are being transferred now. I contacted the Prime Minister last night. We are grateful for the support of about 20 ADF personnel as well as army trucks to assist with the transfer of positive cases and close contacts and to support the communities.
A man has been arrested outside a quarantine hotel after escaping from his room.
The
those in isolation due to COVID-19 will have to start wearing electronic tracking bracelets. Health authorities hope that the new measure will prevent people who test positive from leaving their homes.
Breaking news out of Darwin, where 3 people have escaped from the Howard Springs COVID quarantine facility.
Attention. Non-compliant resident alert. Attention. Non-compliant resident alert. Attention. Non-compliant resident alert. Attention. Non-compliant resident alert. Attention. Non-compliant resident alert.
We told you what was going to happen, and it did. Now we're telling you what's coming. What's coming? Banned.video.
Well, as we warned you would happen, the deep state, the former UN prosecutor, has indicted President Trump for having documents presidents are legally allowed to have. They're coming after everybody. But the good news is humanity is waking up now more than ever and is seeing through this. The globalist only hope is to censor and to silence and to shut down voices like myself, Tucker Carlson, others are telling the truth. That's why your word of mouth about the broadcast is so key. That's why you sharing the articles, the videos, and clips of the show is so incredible. And you've been doing it, and you know you are. So I salute you and I thank you. But I want to encourage listeners to not just spread the word about the show, but to also pray for the broadcast and pray for other people that are exposing the globalists. And at the same time, also get great products at InfoWarsStore.com that fund our operation, that keep us on the air, because we're sponsored by viewers and listeners like you, not by George Soros. And to understand these are great products that you and your family already need that do amazing things. Because just like our information is powerful and game-changing and seen as the best there is, our products are incredible. So, we've got 5 new products available at InfoWarsStore.com. This is a huge rollout, and 2 classics also back in stock, available for 50% off, but for a limited time. Rainforest Ultra, fast-acting, incredible nootropic, only lasts a few hours. That's why I love it. If I have to stay up late at night, I don't want to take a supplement like Brain Force Plus or Brain Force Turbo Force, because that's 5, 6, 10 hours of energy. Rainforest Ultra is amazingly clean, fast-acting, kicks in 15, 20 minutes, only lasts 2 to 3 hours. It's available, discounted, 50% off, InfoWarsStore.com. 4 to 6 hours of just good, sustained, clean energy with no jitters. Rainforest Plus, 50% off, InfoWarsStore.com. And now that brings me to these little babies right here. This is Good Night Sleep. This is a private label of a national best-selling sleep aid with natural, healthy compounds to give you deep, restful, clean sleep. Try the formula out. I love it. It's amazing. It's 25% off out of the gates. InfoWarsStore.com. It's already a best-selling product on other platforms. Then we've got probiotic formula. It's been over 3 years since we offered a probiotic, because I'll only sell the highest quality. And the company we were using that had an amazing one got bought out by leftists, and they said no business with you. I finally got a good company that has high ratings that I trust. I've been using it for several months. Now it's available, InfoWarsStore.com. Probiotic formula from InfoWars MD. And then prostate support. So again, this is apples and oranges, different formulas, both have a great effect. This is not competing with Prostagard, but it's an amazing formula. Prostate support from InfoWars MD at InfoWarsStore.com. Now in stock, now available, 25% off. Joint Relief Max, already a national best-selling product that we're able to private label. It's incredible, natural joint and pain relief, InfoWarsStore.com. And finally, this is a big game changer. I've been taking it. Nerve Renew. So many nerves don't have the vitamins and minerals and trace elements they need, so they're agitated, they're out of control. This has given me pain relief that is next level with my torn Achilles, my shoulder pain, and other issues. You need to get it. Nerve Renew, now available, InfoWarsStore.com. All these new products, 25% off. These products are 50% off, and they fund the InfoWar. For a limited time, take action now, InfoWarsStore.com.